Let's look at birthdays. So, right now, I'm in my 40s, my mid 40s. How do I look at a birthday? Three things: gratitude, reflection, reinvention. I'll say it again: gratitude, reflection, reinvention. So, let's look at the gratitude part. So, with gratitude, you're grateful for everything around you. You exist. You only get one round in this body, right? You exist. So you celebrate the idea of just existence. You forget about the money, the material things, the achievements. Put all of that aside. Forget about the gifts, the hugs, the birthday sex, all of that. Put it aside and you just appreciate your existence. You take a deep breath and you enjoy that breath. Ah, yeah. You feel that breath, right? Gratitude. You're grateful for what you have, the bare essentials, food, clothes, shelter. You're grateful. And healing energy to those who don't have those things based on our current situation. That's an entirely different discussion. Gratitude. Then the second phase, reflection. You reflect on your life, good, bad, and ugly. Good, bad, and ugly. You reflect on your life, where you've been, how much you've learned, how much you've changed or not. Those are the times when you realize how much you've actually changed or not. Because if you go back 10 years, let's say I'm 46, so let me go back to 36. How much change has occurred for me between 36 and 46? Or for you between 26 and 36? Or 46 and 56. You look back and you can go back even further than that, depending on how much life you have behind you. Again, we're going according to the Gregorian calendar here. All right. And there's two parts of your existence: spiritual and physical. For the sake of this episode, I'm just staying on the physical plane. So, yeah, you reflect. How much have you learned? What do you have to show for the 10 years or however many years you reflect on? It could be 5. What do you have to show for that? Reflection. Then you move into the last phase, reinvention. Now, that's the exciting phase. You know why it's exciting? And actually, it's one that most people probably don't really look at. They probably skip over this. There's a lot of people who do, but there's a lot of people who skip this part. You can change who you are. You can become a new person. You don't have to go in the same direction that you've been going the last 10 years. You don't have to. You can change and go in a different direction. You don't have to be the same person doing the same thing, speaking the same, functioning the same, doing the same thing, responding the same, reacting the same, processing the same, the same. You don't have to do that. You can switch and go in a different direction. And that's a powerful thing, because what it shows is it shows that not only are you willing to switch, it shows that you can. You're proving it to yourself, and you're sort of creating a new narrative, reinvention. That's a powerful thing. So, for the last 10 years, you were doing this. For the next 10 years, you do this. Reinvention. That's what a birthday is. So, it's not about the number. Throw the number out. Throw that out. Throw out the concept of, oh, I'm getting older. Throw that out. Throw it out. Gratitude, be grateful to exist. Reflection, you reflect on where you've been and where you're going. And then reinvention, you plot to reinvent. So then by the time you get to your next checkpoint 10 years from now, you'll really have something to talk about. You'll have something to show. You'll have more to reflect on. That's a birthday. You cannot have a new experience being the same person that you've been the last 10 years. This is something that I speak with myself. So I'm not just throwing this at you. Diligence plus management. When you go to the restaurant and they have poor service, The ambiance is kind of off. What is one of the first things you think about? Can I talk to the manager? When it's great, you think of the management. You are the manager of your life as well as I. So, if something hasn't happened the way that you wanted it to happen, you got to look at you. It's you. It's not the relationship. It's not your family member. It's not white supremacy as it pertains to the black human experience. No, no, no. It's not that. It's not the system. It's not any of those things. It's you managing things. It's you looking for the solution that's going to create that particular experience. The reinvention part of a birthday, that's the biggest part. That's the biggest part. It's the most exciting part because you think of, well, how can I reinvent? What must I do to reinvent? When you look at that, that's a very powerful place to be. I challenge you to do that. For those of you that have a birthday coming up, I challenge you to do that. Look at that third part because most people do the gratitude and they do the reflection. Most people do those two parts, but they really don't look at the reinvention part. How many people actually look at the reinvention part and then they actually commit to that step to do that? And then you get to a point to where the next time someone sees you, you're totally different. You're still you, but you just move different. You react different. You conduct yourself differently. It's a very empowering thing. You know what? It is quite liberating. And there's been smudges of this for me, but there's something else that I'm looking to do. There's something else. There's something else.